Dan Peña, you magnificent bastard, I read your book. That is my best General Patton impression from the movie Patton. You might have seen it, and when I think of Patton, I think of Mr. Dan Peña, and I always wanted to use those lines. If you're not familiar, when he's bombing Rommel's tanks, he says that about Rommel. And so that's my shout out. This video is for all of the men and women that are at Guthrie Castle tonight on Sunday to take part in the Dan Peña seminar that's starting. I was there, two and a half months ago, and it majorly changed my life. And so I feel for all of you, and I also take pity on all of you poor bastards for the beating that you're gonna take like a mule, like a rented mule from Dan this week. And after he beats you, you should thank him, because this is a beating that you need, because Dan makes you do the things you don't want to do in order to get what you want to get. And that's what Dan does, and it does work. I joke with Dan that he's going to take credit of everything I'm accomplished after the seminar, regardless. So if I win the lottery, he'll take credit for that too. And as he should. You know, Dan has really had an influence on me in the last couple months, and definitely. So I'm sending this big shout out to you. I know this is Sunday when hopefully you're going to watch this, and the speech Dan gives on Sunday in the library, it's priceless. And I remember when he was giving the speech, I was like, this is worth 10 grand right here. Just this goddamn speech, because it's amazing. You're in this beautiful library in the castle and everyone's in suits. And he's, already starting to dress people down and give them nicknames and tell them what he's going to do that week. And this is even before dinner. So hopefully you have heard this speech, and you can watch this video. It's going to be an incredible week. I think it's the same structure, 6 days. You're going to have interviews one-on-one with Dan on one of those days. And it's going to be an amazing time. That first day is going to be very tough, but very important. So use that pain that you're going to feel that first day, and use it, because you're going to need that pain to propel you when you leave the castle. Now, it might not make much sense to you right now, but it will make sense as the week goes on. And the week does get better. So, don't think it's going to be all hell. And Dan can be funny, man. I mean, I was between tears and pain and laughter in a continuous cycle the whole time. Because, Dan goes for 8-9 hours a day, and, he's got stories, man. I mean, Jesus. I'm just thinking about him now. So much love to you guys. Big shout out to my mentor, Dan Peña, the $50 billion man, who, by the way, got a shout out in my TED Talk yesterday. How's that for no corporates being talked about in your talk? But I had to quote Dan Peña. You'll have to wait for the quote that I used, but I mentioned him. So obviously there was an influence. And enjoy your time at the castle. Obviously, after this, you're going to have another 12 months of mentoring every week, and you're going to get there. But just knowing it was happening, I thought I would shout it out. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I'll be posting videos from this week from Dan, and hopefully we can kind of live through what they're going. I think Dan is stepping up his video game and audio game this week, per the suggestion of someone who will be named nameless. I think Dan's going to step his game up in a big way. So I'm really looking forward to those great videos with the slick audio, so you can really feel what it's like. As I've told many people before, Dan Peña is a 3-dimensional, if not 4-dimensional experience. Listening to him on a podcast or even watching him on one of my videos, it's good, but man, when you're around the man 24/7, it's completely different. So there you go. I'm wrapping up. Good luck to all of you at Guthrie Castle. Stay warm and have a fantastic week. I'm just it's going to feel good to unplug from the rest of the world and just focus on you and have a lot of fun. You will remember this probably the rest of your life. So there you go. Peace.